welcome back to Epilepsy Thursdays and Accept Epilepsy. So throughout the month of October, we are talking about traveling, vacationing, going out on trips, and all the tips that need to be there up here when it comes to planning a vacation. I have already spoken about what to carry. There are two parts because I couldn't just encompass it in one video. Then I spoke about how to plan your trip, all the itinerary, how to give yourself some space, some break, buffer days, etc, etc. But extremely important thing is that you have to be psychologically ready to go on a trip. That is what we are going to talk about today. तो हमने पहले भी बात की है कि हमें क्या क्या चीज़ें अपने साथ रखनी है जब हम ट्रिप प्लान करते हैं, कैसे प्लानिंग करनी है, कैसे मतलब प्लानिंग करके ट्रिप पे जा रहे हो तो कैसी प्लानिंग करनी है, अगर बिना प्लानिंग के भी आप ट्रिप पे जा रहे हो तो कैसी प्लानिंग करनी है, क्योंकि हल्की सी प्लानिंग लगती है फिर भी जब आप बिना प्लानिंग के कहीं जाते हो तब। तो इस बारे में हम बात कर चुके हैं। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं कि आप मानसिक तौर से खुद को कैसे रेडी करें, क्योंकि वो सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है। बाकी सारी चीज़ें तो ठीक है, हैंडल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट वो चीज़ है कि आप खुद को मेंटली कैसे प्रिपेयर करें कि हाँ भाई मुझे ट्रिप पे जाना है। But before we head on, a big shout out to Hobo Indian Lifestyle. डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मैंने ऑलरेडी उनका इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल डाल दिया है. Do go check them out because they have loads of people under their roof. I'm sorry guys, but sorry to our sponsors, but you need to put up some stuff online. उनके ज़्यादा ऑनलाइन उन्होंने पेज पे कुछ डाले नहीं है, लेकिन अगर आप उनको डीएम करते हैं तो वो आपको कैटलॉग ज़रूर भेजेंगे. So they haven't uploaded much when it comes to their Instagram handle, but if you DM them, they might just send you their catalog. So do that, DM them. They are a tad slow when it comes to responding. So yeah, but they are a startup, and they are a startup which has been started by females. So yay, girl power! Let's go and support them. They are new when it comes to business, so they are not very tech savvy. They are not very out there. But I'm sure that they will be there someday, which is exactly why I'm supporting them. And I use a lot of stuff created by them. For example, even this has been created by them. ये भी उन्होंने ही बनाया है. But yeah, ये क्या है, तो ये एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो मल्टीपर्पज़ इसका इस्तेमाल होता है. But anyway, moving on. Before we head on to the video, questions. Now these questions were asked by females predominantly. I'm just summing up all the questions and not taking the names because there are loads and loads of people who have asked me similar questions, if not the same. So I have just summed up all the questions together and sum them up in one question, you can say that. मुझे बहुत सारे लोगों ने एक ही सवाल नहीं पर 19-20 करके वही सवाल घुमा फिरा के किया है. तो मैंने ये बात की है कि मैंने हर एक का नाम नहीं लिया है, मैंने सारे सवालों को इकट्ठा करके ये सवाल तैयार किया है. हाँ जी। हालांकि सबका पूछना यही है कि आपको एपिलेप्सी है, फिर भी आप अकेले घूम रहे हो, तो आपको डर नहीं लगता क्या? क्या भारतवर्ष मैंने डाल दिया, बट ठीक है, क्या भारत में अकेले घूमना एक लड़की के लिए सेफ है या फिर नहीं है? और पहले तो ये सवाल का जवाब देते हैं. The question was that are you not afraid of traveling solo, especially when you have epilepsy? And the next thing was that is it safe, especially being a female, to travel solo and when you have epilepsy? The second common question was, it wasn't a question, it was more like complaining or like, you know, just being out there. My parents do not let me travel alone, though I want to. What can I do about it? मुझे मेरे जो पेरेंट्स हैं, मॉम डैड, मम्मी पापा, वो मुझे अकेला कहीं ट्रैवल करने नहीं देते, तो मैं क्या करूं? 28 साल की एक औरत है जिन्होंने मुझे ये सवाल किया है. दूसरी थी 17 साल की बच्ची. दोनों ने मुझे एक ही सवाल किया है. शब्द थोड़े अलग है. The words used by the 17-year-old kid and the 28-year-old kid, well, you should call her a woman, were like, the words used were different, but the sentiments were the same. So that is what they wanted to know, that their parents do not allow them to travel anywhere because of the fear that they might get kidnapped, molested, raped or whatever. Or worse, in our Indian Asian society, they might go with their boyfriends somewhere and do something which they shouldn't be doing, but which they should be doing the moment they are married. Misogyny much? These were the questions which I summed up, and now I'm going to answer them. The first question being, wait, I'll take the first question later on. I'll answer the misogynist questions first. So, being a female and not letting your daughters go out and travel solo is patriarchy and misogyny 101. You're letting your sons travel, but you're not letting your daughters travel. Why so? Just because something might happen to your daughter? So shouldn't you be teaching your sons not to do anything to the females of this country or anywhere around the world? Yes? Think about it. अपनी बेटियों को घर रखने से बेहतर है अपने बेटों को सिखाएं कि किसी और औरत को या फिर लड़की के साथ कुछ गलत व्यवहार ना करें. सिंपल. समझ में आ रही है बात? पर ये ओवरनाइट तो नहीं हो सकता कि आज रात डिसाइड किया कल हो गई बात. It doesn't happen overnight. So being a female, how do you go about it? Okay. So have I experienced something like that? No. Thank God for that. I haven't. Because it is not as unsafe as, it is portrayed to be. It is safe to travel solo, provided you take some precautions like any other human being under the sun. Like सिर्फ लड़कियों के लिए नहीं, लड़कों के लिए भी ये precautions, ये जो चीज़ें मैं अभी बताने वाली हूँ वो ध्यान में रखना ज़रूरी है. It's not just for the females, but even the men or any gender, even trans, any human being, regardless of the gender, has to keep the tips that I'm going to be saying to keep them in their minds. Do not carry all your cash with you. Avoid traveling with cash as much as possible, but you need to have some cash with you when you're traveling, because not everywhere cards or scanners are available. You have to pay cash at times, so you have to have some cash with you, but make sure that you're not carrying all the cash and you're not placing all the cash in the same compartment or at the same place in your bag. Distribute it in different places. हाँ जी, ये एक चीज़ होती है, ये हर एक के लिए है, ये कोई महिला या फिर पुरुष या फिर ट्रांसजेंडर सिर्फ उनके लिए नहीं, ये हर एक इंसान के लिए है कि हमें थोड़ा सा तो कैश लेके जाना पड़ता है. हर जगह स्कैनर पॉसिबल नहीं है, हर जगह कार्ड नहीं लेते, तो थोड़ी कैश हमारे साथ रखनी ज़रूरत होती है, मतलब ज़रूरत है कैश रखने की. तो कैसे लेके जाए? पूरा का पूरा जितना भी कैश कैरी कर रहे हैं वो एक जगह इकट्ठा ना रखें, थोड़ा इधर थोड़ा उधर ऐसे करके रखें. सारा का सारा पैसा एक ही जगह बैग में एक ही जगह डाल के ना रखें, क्योंकि यदि आपका पर्स चोरी हो जाता है, वॉलेट चोरी हो जाता है, तो आपका आईडी आपको वापस मिल सकता है, आपके कार्ड आपको वापस मिल सकता है, क्योंकि आप तुरंत ब्लॉक कर सकते हैं उनको फोन करके एक. पर यदि आप सारा का सारा पैसा एक जगह रखते हैं तो पूरा का पूरा पैसा आपका गया एक ही वॉलेट में रख के. तो ऐसे ना करें, थोड़ा पैसा इधर थोड़ा पैसा उधर ऐसे रखें. If your wallet has been snatched, if you get robbed, if you get mobbed or whatever, make sure, this is exactly why all of your entire cash that you're traveling with shouldn't be at the same place, because if you're robbed or if you're mobbed or whatever, your cards, your credit cards, your debit cards can be blocked immediately like that. One phone call and they are blocked. But your ID cards are fine. I mean, you can get new ID cards, but you can apply for new ID cards. But if you are cashless anywhere under the sun, then you are beat. If you're traveling within your own country, then it is worse than traveling outside of your country. Because if you're traveling outside of your country, you can at least go to your embassy, your national embassy, and ask for help, and they will help you out and get you back somehow to your to the airport near your house, and you can work things out with the embassy. But if you're traveling in your own country, then no one will help you. You literally have to beg. There is, unless and until you meet some really amazing person who gives you the amount to go back home, some train ticket or whatever to go back home. But that's difficult to difficult to find, and as well as trusting someone who would do that, because there are people who give such reasons and cheat you. So people try to stay away from those reasons. यदि आप किसी और देश में ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, किसी अन्य देश में है और आपको आपकी पर्स मारी जाती है या फिर आपको आपकी चोरी हो जाती है, कुछ भी हो जाता है और आपका पूरा का पूरा पैसा गायब हो जाता है, तो आप अपने देश की एम्बेसी में जाके वापस आ सकते हैं, कोई ना कोई मदद ज़रूर मिलेगी। लेकिन यदि आप खुद ही के देश में घूम रहे हैं तो आपको कोई मदद नहीं करने वाला, ये ध्यान में रखिए। आपको भीख मांगना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ना आपके पास कोई कार्ड होगा, ना आपके पास खुद का आइडेंटिटी कार्ड होगा, और यदि आपका मोबाइल भी चोरी हो जाता है तो आपके पास कुछ नहीं होगा। जिसकी वजह से मैं कह रही हूं कि पैसे कैश अपने साथ रखनी जरूरी है, ताकि आप अपने खुद के घर तक तो पहुंच पाए, और अलग अलग जगहों पे रखिए। So if you are mobbed or robbed in your own country, as I said, nobody is going to help you. So it is always better to keep your cash in different places. Even when it comes on to your body, keep them in different places, because it might be a possibility that even your mobile phone is being robbed. What are you going to do after that? You cannot contact anybody because there are no PCOs left in India. There are no public phones. You might ask someone for their phone, but you know, it's difficult. So always make sure to carry cash. Now, coming back to the topic, my parents do not allow me to go anywhere else. If you're 28-year-old, you're financially independent, then your parents do not come in the equation. आप 28 साल की हैं, आप खुद कमा रही हैं, तो अपने फैमिली के प्रेशर के अंडर आके कहीं ट्रैवल नहीं करना, इसका मैं जवाब नहीं दे सकती, क्योंकि ये मेरे हिसाब से बेवकूफ़ी है। आप 28 साल की है, खुद कमा रही हैं, खुद का पैसा है, घूमिए। But when it comes to the 17-year-old, if you are not financially independent, then you should not expect your parents to sponsor your travel. If they openly sponsor your travel, it's a different story altogether, because they are supporting you and they are supporting you to go and explore. यदि आपके पेरेंट्स खुद आपको कहें कि हाँ जी हम आपको पैसे दे रहे हैं, आप जाओ, हमारे पैसों के ऊपर आप जाके दुनिया देखो, आप अपना देश देखो, तो बात अलग है। लेकिन ये अपेक्षा रखना कि मेरे पेरेंट्स ने मुझे पैसे देने चाहिए ताकि मैं दुनिया घूमूं, ये गलत बात है। तो जब आप खुद पैसा कमाना शुरू करेंगे, आप जब खुद अपने पैरों के ऊपर खड़े रहेंगे, तब आप हक से कहीं पर भी जा सकते हैं। Being a person with epilepsy traveling all alone, is it safe? It depends on you. And that's when we start our video of the day. But a big shout out to Hobo Indian Lifestyle. Do check them out on Instagram. I have already put their Instagram handle on in the description box below. So do go check them out, and yeah, DM them to get their catalog. So today we are talking about the psychological fear that people have, as asked in the first question. Is it safe, especially when you have epilepsy and you're traveling solo? How safe is it? Most often people have this one question that runs in their heads, and that is, what if I experience a seizure while traveling? Right? I'm a person with refractory epilepsy, which means that my seizures or my, the frequency of seizures are not under control even when I am on pills, the anti-epileptic drugs or anti-seizure medicines, whatever you want to call them. And yes, I have experienced seizures while on this trip. हमेशा ये सबसे पहला सवाल तो लोगों के दिमाग में आता है कि मुझे सीजर तो नहीं आएगा ना, और मुझे सीजर आया तो आया भाई, मुझे आके गया ये ट्रिप पे। बट लोगों को हमेशा ये सवाल रहता है, क्या करोगे, आया तो आया भाई। इतना सोचोगे लाइफ में कि मुझे अगर सीजर आया तो मैं क्या करूं, तो घर के बाहर ही नहीं निकलोगे, आप अपनी जिंदगी जियोगे नहीं, आप सिर्फ जिंदा रहोगे। फर्क समझ में आ रहा है? If you want to live your life, you have to get out of your comfort zone. Yes, you might experience a seizure, big deal. There's a difference between staying alive and living your life. You have to choose what you want to do. You are going to experience a seizure regardless. You stay at home or you travel. So you decide what you want to do. I want to live my life, which is why I travel. If I wanted to just stay alive, I would have stayed at home and still experienced the seizures. I chose a different path. You decide which path you want to choose. What will people say if I experience a seizure and they see me experiencing a seizure? लोग क्या कहेंगे? Oh my God, लोग क्या कहेंगे? भाई लोगों का काम ही होता है कहना। उनकी बात सुनोगे, मर जाओगे, जीते जी मर जाओगे। अनजान इंसान, कहीं आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, अनजान इंसान आपकी सीजर देखता है, उनके दिमाग में क्या आता है, उससे आपको क्या फर्क पड़ता है? आप उनसे ना वापस मिलने वाले हैं, ना वो आपको कभी नजर भी आने वाले, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है अगर उन्होंने कुछ सोच लिया, उन्होंने कुछ कह दिया, उन्होंने कुछ समझ लिया, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? How does it matter if some random stranger sees you experiencing a seizure, even if it's on the road? How does it matter? You are never going to see them again. They are never going to see you again. You don't know who they are. They don't know who you are. And even if you do know each other, how the hell does it matter? How does it matter? It doesn't. And when you think about the bigger picture, it does not matter. So forget about this entire thing about what would people say or what would people think. That's the most stupidest thing under the sun. Because people talk and judge on what sort of clothes you're wearing. People judge you over how you speak. People troll me over how my English or how I enunciate. So people are going to talk about each and everything. At least give them a reason to discuss. Be happy that you gave them a topic to talk about back home. लोग हमेशा बातें करने वाले हैं। अगर आप उन्हें कुछ टॉपिक दे रहे बात करने का, तो खुद की पीठ थपथपाइए और कहिए कि आज हमने उन्हें भाई टॉपिक तो दे दिया बात करने के लिए। क्या फर्क पड़ता है? कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता। Seriously. What if I end up flashing? that is another thing that pops into people's head. What if you end up flashing while experiencing a seizure? I think I have already spoken about this in somewhere, sometime in one of the videos. We are nearing 150 videos, so yes, I really do not remember which video, but I have spoken about this, that I had flashed on a local platform station, and yeah, it's not as if you're doing it on purpose, right? It's not as if you're flashing on purpose. It happens, it happened. If you keep that in mind, that yeah, people saw my panties or people saw my brassiere, bra, okay, fine. If that turns them on while someone is experiencing a seizure, then that showcases their pervert mindset. Rather than helping a person and persons by covering them up and, you know, help them keep their modesty and dignity, if they are going to get turned on by your underwear, then that showcases their pervert nature. कभी कभार, हाँ जी, मैंने ये पहले भी बात की है कि कैसे हमारा ड्रेस ऊपर चला जाता है, हमारे अंडरवेयर नज़र आते हैं, भले ब्रा हो या पैंटी हो नज़र आते हैं, तो फिर क्या करेंगे? अगर वो देखकर किसी को कोई उत्तेजित हो रहा है, तो वो उनका दिमाग, उनकी दिमागी सोच कितनी घटिया है, ये नजर आता है। आपका ड्रेस नीचे करना या फिर आपको कवर करना, इसके अलावा वो उत्तेजित अगर हो रहे हो, तो ये उनका दृष्टिकोण हमें नजर आता है और वो उनका दिमाग है, वो वैसे चल रहे हैं। हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते उसके लिए। लोग तो वैसे भी पूरे कपड़े पहन के भी उनका नजरिया ऐसे होता है कि आंखों से लोग आपको नंगा करके छोड़ते हैं। People undress you with their eyes any which way. People who are perverts, even if you're fully clothed and not showing even an ounce of your skin, people undress you with their eyes. So you can't help those kind of people. So do not think about such things. Do not think about what if I flash. Do not think about that at all. Because it's just useless thought process, which is hindering your evolution as a human being, spiritually, philosophically, and mentally. If you're going to think about it or not get out of your house, then you're making yourself, you are imprisoning yourself. आप खुद को जेल में डाल रहे हो यदि ऐसे सारे सवाल आपके दिमाग में आए तो। मतलब नहीं है, सच्ची वाणी, मतलब नहीं है। What if I fall unconscious? मुझे अगर किसी को कोई बेहोश हो जाता है, तो यदि आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं और आपको सीजर आके आप बेहोश हो जाए, तो फिर क्या? मैंने पहले भी कहा है कि हाँ जी, वॉलेट चोरी होता है। आदित्य रिदमिक रनर, जिनका हमने इंटरव्यू लिया था, उनके तो जूते भी चोरी हो गए थे, और वो भी अंधेरी में, जुहू में, उनके घर के पास। ऐसे भी नहीं है कि घर से कहीं दूर ट्रैवल करते वक्त। If you remember the interview, I had interviewed Aditya, the rhythmic runner, who was back then training for a triathlon. And if you remember that interview, or you can just scroll in the interviews playlist and you will find the interview. Not only was his wallet, but his shoes, his running shoes were also stolen while he was unconscious near his house. He was like close to his house. He had a seizure. He was unconscious for half an hour in front of a multiplex cum mall way before lockdown, and the multiplex that he fell unconscious in front of is a very busy place in Bombay, and nobody helped him. But rather than not helping him, his wallet and his shoes were stolen. My wallet has been stolen as well once, and we have spoken about that in that interview, so do check that interview out. And if there are people who are going to steal something from you when you are near your house, they are going to steal something from you when you are thousands and thousands of kilometers away from your house. अगर ऐसी चीज़ आपके खुद के घर के पास हो सकती है, तो ये चीज़ हज़ारों किलोमीटर दूर भी आपके घर से होने वाली है. सो ये सोचकर डर डर के जीना कि मैं बेहोश हो गई और चोरी हो गया तो फिर क्या, बेहोश हो गया, मुझे किडनैप कर दिया गया तो क्या. भाई किडनैप तो आप खुद के घर के पास से भी हो सकते हैं. यदि आपको आदित्य जी का इंटरव्यू याद होगा, नहीं होगा तो प्लेलिस्ट देख लीजिए, वहाँ पे आपको आदित्य जी का इंटरव्यू ज़रूर नज़र आएगा. आधे घंटे तक वो अपने घर के मतलब बाहर मल्टीप्लेक्स के यहाँ पे बेहोश पड़े थे. किसी ने मदद नहीं की. उनको वहां से भी किडनैप कर दिया जा सकता था. और ये कोई लड़का या लड़की होने या फिर ट्रांसजेंडर होने का कोई यहाँ पे जेंडर का कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. हाँ जी, लड़कियों के साथ भी वो सारी चीजें की जा सकती हैं जो लड़कों के साथ या ट्रांसजेंडर्स के साथ होते हैं. So that has got nothing to do with your gender. Guys can be raped and are raped. Transgenders are molested, and so are females. Yes. So if things are going to happen close to your house, they can happen thousands of kilometers away as well. So there's no point in being afraid and not traveling. If you're going to be afraid, then just stay at home and stay alive and not live your life. What if I hurt myself badly while traveling? ट्रैवल करते समय मुझे सीजर आके कुछ ज़्यादा ही मुझे चोट पहुंचे तो क्या? इस चलती फिरती हुई फार्मेसी से, मेडिकल शॉप से, दुकान से पूछ लीजिए. This walking, talking pharmacy always has an answer for that. What if you're badly hurt physically? What do? You carry creams, which I've already spoken about. What all creams do I carry? I carry Candid B, which is for infection, because you can be infected while traveling, especially your lady parts. If you're female, then yes, because you know, males can just stand and pee anywhere. Like the entire world is a urinal for them, but for females that's not the case. and you might end up experiencing some infection down there. So I always carry female hygiene products, whether it's V-Wash or Candid Bee. They are not sponsoring and I'm not advertising them, please keep that in mind, but those are the things that I use for female hygiene. You can go and use something else. Yes, so I always carry moisturizer. I always carry Kailash Jeevan, Iodex and Vicks because that helps. Bandages, even medical bandage is something that I always carry. Soframycin or Bernol, whatever suits you. Cotton, हाँ जी, कापूस मैंने ऑलरेडी बताया है कि बहुत बातें कर ली यार. अपने साथ हमेशा कैरी कीजिए. मेडिकल सर्जिकल टेप जो होती है वो मैं हमेशा कैरी करती हूँ, क्योंकि चोट लगती है तो उसके ऊपर वो पहले साफ कीजिए. चोट यदि आपको लगे तो पहले वो चोट साफ कीजिए. तो यू नो डेटॉल की शीशी मिला करती थी. यू कुड हैव कैरीड अ डेटॉल बॉटल, अ ट्रैवलिंग डेटॉल बॉटल विच कम्स in a plastic, it's a plastic bottle, but nowadays everyone carries a sanitizer which also works like the Dettol bottle or Savlon. So yeah, nowadays I don't need to carry two things. I only carry a sanitizer which actually works exactly the same way. So if you are hurt badly, if you're bleeding, what can you do is take a small piece of cotton that you are already carrying. जो कॉटन का टुकड़ा है जो आप पहले से अपने साथ कैरी कर रहे हैं, उसके ऊपर सैनिटाइजर डालिए, काफी सारा सैनिटाइजर डालिए. अपने चोट को साफ कीजिए, पहले पूरे तरीके से साफ कीजिए. बहुत ज़्यादा जलने वाला है. इट इज़ गोइंग टू बर्न लाइक क्रेजी. सो बी मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट बिकॉज एनी फिजिकल, I mean, you don't need to have a seizure to be in an accident. Any person can like fall off. I fell off a bicycle without even having a seizure, and I anyway keep falling. Like I don't know if I mean. Yeah, there still are some marks. I don't know, like, can you see that? I don't know whether it's visible anymore, but yeah, I mean, okay, that was a very weird thing that I just did. I realized it right now. Anyway, so the point being, yeah, I mean, I hurt myself. Both my legs were hurt, and I always keep hurting myself. So what I do is, पहले तो काफी सारा सैनिटाइजर उस कापूस पे डालिए. Like the cotton should start dripping off the sanitizer. Wipe off, clean your injury. जो भी आपकी जख्म है उसको साफ कीजिए पहले. जलेगा, काफी जलेगा, हाँ जी बिल्कुल जलेगा, क्यों नहीं जलेगा. साफ करने के बाद apply cream on it, whether it's Savlon, whether it's not Savlon, whether it's Soframycin, Kailash Jeevan, Bernol, whatever that you are comfortable with. I carry Soframycin. So I'm not advertising any of these medical products. These are the products that I use. They haven't sponsored this video. Our video has been sponsored by Hobo Indian and not by these medical companies or their products. These are just some basic things that I carry. So yeah, I'm not advertising them once again. So apply the first aid thing to it, and wrap it up with the medical, then after that put cotton on it, wrap it up with the medical tape and keep it that way for a while. कॉटन नया कॉटन लीजिए, न्यू कॉटन, ओके, नॉट द यूज्ड, नॉट द वन दैट यू हैव क्लीन्ड योर इंजरी विथ. टेक अ न्यू पीस ऑफ कॉटन. नया कॉटन लीजिए और मेडिकल टेप से बांध दीजिए. जब आप अपने रूम में आएंगे तब वो निकाल दीजिए बैंडेज, और उस जख्म को, उस पे कोई बैंडेज ना लगाइए. यदि वो ऊपरी जख्म हो तो, यदि वो जख्म काफी गहरी हो तो पास के अस्पताल में जाइए. If the injury, whether regardless you have had a seizure or you just fell off, like I did. I didn't have a seizure, I just fell off a cycle, which was a very, very funny accident. I didn't fall off, I ended up going into a rock while trying to save myself from the postal truck in Oroville, and I ended up going on a boulder, and I didn't fall off, I was still on the cycle, but I ended up scraping my entire right leg, the inner side of the leg. So yeah, I mean, I didn't need to have a seizure for that to happen. It can happen to anybody at any time. So yeah, so after you wrap your your injury, if it's shallow, it's superficial, do this. Even if it's deep, do this. Once you come inside the room, check, is it extremely deep or is it just superficial, and if the scratches are going to last. Well, right now my foot, I still have scratches. There are still bluish, blackish injury marks on my leg, not just foot, my entire leg. But it is superficial, it was just skin deep, not extremely deep. But then again, I have a high tolerance when it comes to physical pain. So if it's not deep, then just let the injury be. Do not put a bandage, do not wrap it up again, just let it be. It will heal on its own. But if it's deep, then go to the nearest hospital and get it checked, because we don't want any infections or anything to happen later on. Some infection shouldn't fester and then something else might just happen. We don't want that to happen. So yeah, if it's really deep, go to the nearest hospital or the medical center. But if it's just superficial, let it be. Keep applying creams on it, and once it starts getting dry, your injury will start itching. Do not scratch. Apply moisturizer. That's the time when you start applying moisturizer, because once your injury starts healing, it starts itching. That is the thing. यदि आपकी जख्म ये होने लगती, इरिटेट होने लगती है और उसको इचिंग स्टार्ट होता है, लाइक जख्म को खुजली आने लगती है, इसका मतलब आपकी जख्म ठीक हो रही है. तो जब आपको खुजली आना स्टार्ट हो जाए तो तभी मॉइस्चराइज़र लगाइए, क्योंकि वो स्किन ड्राई हो चुकी है. तो उसको मॉइस्चराइज़र लगाइए और वो ठीक हो जाएगी. So you don't have to worry about being hurt, because you can get hurt anywhere, anytime. You just need to be psychologically prepared. You cannot live your life fearing that something is going to happen to you. आप अपनी जिंदगी डर डर के नहीं जी सकते, क्योंकि उसमें मजा नहीं है. उसको जीना नहीं कहते, उसको जिंदा रहना कहते हैं. Someone has even asked me what is the budget of my trip and where all have I been. So I decide a budget and then I travel. And no, I do not live in 5-star or 7-star hotels. I live in lodges, which cost me about 500 rupees or 800 rupees. So yeah, I tried to stay as my vacations are really cheap. Yeah, they are not at all expensive and anyone can backpack. मुझे किसी ने पूछा था कि मेरे ट्रिप का बजट कितना हुआ है और मैं कहाँ कहाँ गई हूँ, कहाँ कहाँ जा रही हूँ. तो मैं तो अपनी आइटिनरी खुद नहीं जानती, तो मैं आपको क्या बताऊँ भाई, सबसे पहली बात. और दूसरी बात, मैं कोई 5-स्टार होटल या 7-स्टार होटल या 3-स्टार होटल छोड़ो, मैं 1-स्टार होटल में भी कभी कभी नहीं रहती. तो 500 रुपये 800 रुपये प्रतिदिन ऐसे रूम्स में रहती हूँ. एक रूम तो मेरी 250 रुपये की थी. या आई स्टेड इन दिस लॉज which costed me about 250 rupees. That's it. तो हाँ जी, मैं बहुत गरीबों की तरह ट्रैवल करती हूँ. पैसे बचते हैं और आप ज़्यादा जगह देख पाते हैं. I do not travel by a 3-tier AC or flight. I take local buses and sleeper class trains. Because if you have to travel for 7 hours or something, a sleeper coach is better than general, because general may you just have to sit and then your legs start aching like hell. So I take a sleeper couch which costs about 350 rupees or 500 rupees. Depending on the distance and depending on how early you book your train ticket. You can always download IRCTC, Indian Railway app on your phone. And हाँ जी, आप इंडियन रेलवे का जो ऐप है IRCTC आई थिंक, पर इंडियन रेलवे का एक ऐप है, वो आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. मैं स्लीपर काउच से जाती हूँ हर जगह, तो मुझे टिकट कुछ 350, 360, 530 कुछ ऐसे, मतलब डिस्टेंस के ऊपर होता है. तो हाँ जी, मैं कोई एसी वेसी में ट्रैवल नहीं करती, तो वो पैसे बच जाते हैं. कपड़ों का क्या करें, खुद धोए कपड़े भाई. अपने साथ एक साबुन की टिकिया हमेशा कैरी कीजिए. 10 रुपए की तो टिकिया आती है. साबुन की टिकिया कैरी कीजिए, हर रात धो दीजिए, पंखे के नीचे सुखाइए. आई डो नॉट स्टे इन एनी ऑफ द AC hotels, no, because anyway cold is a trigger, so I'm not going to use the AC. So what's the point of having an AC room to begin with? So what you can do is, like, you can wash your own clothes. Just buy this one bar of soap which comes for 10 or 20 rupees, or you can just carry it from your home and put it in a plastic bag, carry it with you, wash your clothes every night and put them out to dry, and it dries overnight. Just switch on the fan and it will dry. So yeah, that's about it. I hardly carry 4 clothes with me. That's it. 4 कपड़े खुद के लेके जाने हैं बस. कौन देखने वाला है आपको कि आप कपड़े रिपीट कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. बस खुद धोइए और वापस आ जाइए. जितनी सस्ती आपकी ट्रिप हो उतना ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है, क्योंकि उतने ज़्यादा अलग अलग जगह के लोग आपको मिलते हैं. A big shout out to Hobo Indian Lifestyle, who have sponsored this video, and I'm so thankful to them, because even without carrying any of their products, they were open to sponsoring the video, and they were like, just go for it and we are ready to do this. Of course, they are slightly behind when it comes to being social media savvy, but if you DM them, they will answer you back, so do not worry about it. And I'm pushing them to be social media savvy, so let's hope that they do. Yeah, डर डर के जीने में कोई फायदा नहीं है. Live your life, don't stay alive, and it doesn't cost as much as you think it does. इतनी भी ज़्यादा पैसों की ज़रूरत नहीं है ट्रैवलिंग करने के लिए. तो बहुत सारे लोगों ने जो मुझे कहा है, हाँ जी आप तो एक्टर हो, आपके पास काफ़ी पैसा है, इसीलिए आप घूम रहे हो, ये कर रहे हो, वो कर रहे हो. नहीं जी, इतने पैसे नहीं लगते ट्रैवल करने के लिए. Doesn't take a lot of money. Till next Thursday, actually next month we start our November, which is Epilepsy Awareness Month. So we have lined up a lot of people from different countries who will be talking with us when it comes to epilepsy. So till next Thursday with a new interview. Stay strong, keep fighting, learn to live your life and not just stay alive, and stay happy, stay golden. Oh, the light's gone. Bye.